Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
I thought Ahmad Bradshaw was definitely going to have a good season when he would get on the field for the New York Giants. They've been a very good run offense throughout the years. Derek Ward leaving the team last offseason, it just led that Ahmad would get more work in the running game as Brandon Jacobs' backup. Well, Bradshaw did have himself a very nice explosive season. I want to say he was close to around a 5-point yard per carry average through the season. Very good, explosive, had a decent touchdown total. These are all the things that you like to see. Brandon Jacobs had a horrible season. So Bradshaw was really the most productive running back on this team in 2009. I really would like his chances to take over Jacobs this season. I'm not fully sold that Jacobs is due for a comeback. Remember, he's always had health issues. I'm not fully sold that that knee is as right as maybe he's saying that it is, so we're just going to have to find out in the season. But unfortunately with Bradshaw, he has trouble staying healthy. He had to have, I believe it was ankle surgery and surgery on both of his feet this offseason. So these are clear signs that even for the work total that he's had up to this point, it definitely takes its wear and tear on him. I know he's more of a violent running back. He runs with a lot of high power, high motor runner, and that probably takes its toll on him. I do like that he runs with that high motor, but at the same time, again, when you're in the NFL, boy, you're going 100 miles an hour in one direction, boy, you hit a wall, and some of those defenders are definitely a wall. It's going to take its toll on you. So obviously with Bradshaw, I'm just not sold that he can be the type of guy to really unseat a guy like Jacobs to be this team's starting true running back on this team if Jacobs should have health or if and when he has health issues again this season. If for some reason Jacobs does go down and Bradshaw does take over, I would not be surprised if the Giants do lean on being more of a pass-heavy offense once again. Bradshaw would definitely be worth using. I think he would make for a very nice flex play option in a role like that if he gets a few games this season to play in that kind of role because he can make big plays. He does have that high yard per carry average. He can make touchdowns. And if they want to use him in the passing game underneath, I think he's got good enough hands to be able to use there. They don't use him, I don't think, a ton in that area, but he could get some production that way. But I do, definitely, if something were to happen to Jacobs, I wouldn't expect them to say, "Hey, give Bradshaw the ball 25 times here in a cloud of dust, and he's going to get it done for us." He's not that type of running back. Just keep that in mind with Bradshaw and what he brings to the table. At this point in time, he makes for a decent stash away player in deeper leagues because of the proven success that he's had once he's on the field. The team that he has that's around him, that offensive line, a winning team. I think their defense will be much improved this year, so that will help the running game as well.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy